Hey, breaking news. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. Mhm. Come on in, people. Come on in. 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 Live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, people. Come on in. We got breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, people. Breaking news. The guy, Xavier Tate Jr., alleged shooter of the Chicago police officer, Officer Lewis Huskas, has been caught, apprehended. All right. That's where we at, people. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Come on in, live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. And what? I love being number black. 872 Call in number 872. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right. Has been arrested. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Y'all see it for yourself. Breaking news, breaking news. We're going to watch it together. Breaking news. All right, breaking news, people. Breaking news. Come on in. Breaking news. I love being black. Breaking news. Breaking news. Come on in. We live, uncut, unedited, people. Woof. Yeah. Yeah. Breaking news. Live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. All right, people. Come on in. The young man that has been accused of the Chicago police shooting the death of the Chicago police officers, Huskas. I think that's right. He is now arrested, apprehended. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Live, uncut, unedited. Yep, come on in. Come on in. We're a little early tonight. 8 o'clock is up. Well, a little early. Come on in, people. Come on in. Let's get the word out. Let's get the word out. Come on in. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, people. Come on in. Breaking news, breaking news. Come on in. We're going to discuss it tonight. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Make sure you guys share it on your page. Share it on your page. Breaking news. Breaking news. A lot of blacks in the community don't believe that Xavier Tate Jr. did this. So we're going to breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Yeah, breaking news. Come on in, people. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Come on in. Yeah, breaking news. Come on in, people. Live, uncut, unedited. Breaking news, breaking news. I'm live, uncut, and unedited. You already know what it is. What live, is uncut, unedited. Breaking Tell news. The truth breaking and news. Shame the devil. I love being black. In, people. Breaking news, breaking news. I'm live. Breaking news. Come on in, come on in, come on in, people. Breaking news, breaking news. Breaking news. Come on in. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. I love being black. That's what we're going to do here. We don't do nothing else. We're going to tell the truth and shame the devil. Mm-hmm. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. We're going to talk about it. We're going to watch it together. Breaking news. Young man has been arrested. Yeah. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Come on in, come on in. I'm sending the word out that we're live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Live. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. I love being black. Come on in, people. This is live, uncut. Breaking news, breaking news. Come on, call in, people. Breaking news, breaking news. I know you. I see you. I see you. I'm here early. I see you. I heard you. We're trying to get some of these folks in here, in this box. Come on in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, breaking news, people. We got breaking news tonight. Just fresh out. We hearing word. Breaking news, breaking news. We heard Fox just reported breaking news, and it's interesting. Come on in. I'm trying to get to everybody. Let my people know that I'm live, uncut, and unedited. This is where we tell the truth and what? Shame the devil. Come on in, people. Come on in. All right. All right, people. A few more people. I need a few more people to share the video. I need at least about 10 people to share the video. Share the video. At least 10. 10 people. Yeah, 10 people share the video. Yeah, come on in.
Everybody should be sharing the video.
Yeah, they should be. You know how it go. That's terrible. That folks
share the video.
Folks will listen to you, but they won't support you. Then when they need me, they sure enough calling on me. They want me to drop everything that I'm doing.
Helen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They want me to drop everything that I'm doing. They help them.
What is it gonna hurt?
Yeah. I'm live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, people. We got it on the screen. Y'all see it for yourself. The person that they said did. Yeah. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm live, uncut, and unedited. Come on in. I need everybody to share the video. Share it or tag somebody, inbox it to somebody. Do something. Make yourself worthy on here. I ain't asking for no money. I don't have a Cash App up. I don't have a PayPal up. I don't have a Zelle up. All I'm asking you is just to share the video. That's all I'm asking. And that's not a whole lot. Come on, people. That's not a whole lot. That's not asking a whole lot. Just share the video. That's all I'm asking. I ain't asking nothing else. I don't need your money. I just need your attention. I need your support. Yeah. All right. We're going to show the video before I let my guests talk. I got 2 guests in that live already. I got 2 of them in there. I know more to come. More to come, more to come, more to come. All right, people. We're going to let's play the video. Are y'all there? My guests, my panel there? Yeah.
We're here.
We finna get started. We finna play the video.
Yes, I'm here, Mark.
Okay. All right. I just want to let you know you guys here. Y'all got my back. Yeah, okay. Let me play this video.
Luis Huesca. An arrest warrant has been issued for this man, 22-year-old Xavier Tate Jr. He's charged in the death of Officer Huesca. That shooting happening last Sunday morning after the officer's overnight shift. Police releasing an image of him late last night. He remains at large and should be considered armed and dangerous. Also in connection to the death of Officer Huesca, police focusing their attention on a Morgan Park home yesterday. Casey Cronus has that part of the story.
Good morning. Police spent hours yesterday at a Morgan Park home where neighbors tell us one person was taken out in handcuffs. Police say the suspect responsible for killing Officer Huesca is still at large. Now, police have not confirmed that their response here in Morgan Park is in connection with Officer Huesca's killing last weekend, but radio transmission indicates it is.
This is going to be in relation to the off-duty PO incident from last Saturday.
Okay, and you're on the scene there? No?
Correct, yeah, there's officers on scene here.
Video shows both uniformed and undercover police officers collecting evidence from a home near 108th and Hale in Morgan Park. Neighbors tell us police first arrived yesterday around 12:30 p.m. and within a couple hours, they say one man was taken into custody. Police would only confirm they were conducting a follow-up investigation in the area, but wouldn't offer additional details. By late yesterday afternoon, a command center arrived and police set up a perimeter.
One guy walked up, approached the front door, everyone else surrounded the home. So it wasn't a sprint, but they all essentially knew where they were gonna go at the house when they got to the house. Within an hour or so, I saw them walk one gentleman out in handcuffs. There were a few other people that were in the home. They left shortly thereafter. The constant patrolling of the house, going around and around and around and going in the garage, and just the amount of officers, I would say there had to be upwards of 15 vested officers walking around the house or sitting out in front when it all took place.
Officer Luis Huesca, a 6-year veteran of the department who worked for the 5th District, was just arriving home from his shift around 3 a.m. Sunday when he was shot multiple times. His badge and service weapon were missing when he was found. Police released surveillance video of the person they are looking for. Again, police tell us Huesca's killer is still at large.
Caller, this is Martin G, aka the Crime
being
Chaser.
taken
Live,
into custody,
uncut,
we are still
unedited
waiting to
broadcast.
learn more.
Just before
Reporting
you
in
speak,
Morgan
please
Park,
turn down
Casey
all
Clemens,
your
Fox
audio.
32, Chicago.
All right. Now we're going to go down and read the article. Hold on, people. Just getting connected my phone back.
So much.
Okay.
Tone, please record your name.
We're following breaking news. A man's been charged in 2 attempted sexual assaults.
Oh, that ain't what we look for. All right, we're going to read this article. All right, we're going to read the article. People following it. It knocked me off my live too, people. So, all right. We got a lot of people on here. Breaking news. Alleged shooter, cop killer, Xavier Tate, arrested in connection with the shooting to death of the Chicago police officer Louis M. Huesca. I think that's pronounced. Y'all know I'm not good with them names, but all right, let's see what it says. The suspect wanted in the connection with the Chicago shooting death of a Chicago police officer last month has been arrested according to multiple sources. All right. Chicago police announced last week that Xavier L. Tate Jr., 22, of Aurora, was wanted for first-degree murder after the Chicago police officer Lewis was killed on April the 21st. Just before 3 a.m., officers responded to a shot spotter alert near 55th and Kesey Avenue, where they found the officer Lewis suffering from multiple gunshot wounds nearby. He was located in the 3100 block of West 56th Street and transported to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead at 3:22 a.m., according to Cook County Medical Examiner Office. Police said that Huesca's vehicle was taken. Chicago Superintendent Larry Snelling said Huesca was in uniform at the time of the shooting, but was wearing something that covered it since he was off duty. All right. The following shooting, Chicago police released video of Tate asking the public help in locating the connection with the murder. Last Friday, Chicago police searched a Morgan Park home in connection with the deadly shooting. One person has been taken out of the home in handcuffs. Then on Monday, the Chicago police confirmed on Fox 32 that Tate All right. 20 was the individual taken into custody. He was charged with one felony count of aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. All right. Now, what's this? Cashiers is a relative of Xavier Tate. Police also confirmed that the arrest was connected to the search of Friday, that I guess Cashews has a connection to Xavier Tate. All right. So if that's basically it, let's talk about this. Okay. 36.99, you was first, but you got knocked off. Go ahead. What you got to say? What you got is breaking news, people. What do you got to say? What do you have to say?
Oh no, I just want to say that it's just too many stories in this case. First, they reported that the officer had been shot multiple times, and then once the coroner received the officer's body, they said he had been shot in the face. Then I heard there was another story where he was shot 20 times. It's just too much. They said that his weapon was missing. They found it at the house. I mean, it's just too much. It's a lot going on here. We still haven't seen any footage of Xavier, if that's the guy's name, on the street in the proximity of where this case happened, this murder. They said that they seen him at the gas station before and after the shooting. That's not telling us that he did it. It's not showing us that he did it. I want to see the footage of him accosting Officer Weska, and I need to see him in the vehicle, driving off in the vehicle, getting out of the vehicle, and the car was found in an alley. I need to see something more than him just in the same night with the same clothes on at a gas station. Officer Weska was not murdered at a gas station. Why are we only seeing footage of this suspect at a gas station? There has to be some more footage, because this is like someone said, I believe it was Helen, that said a week or two ago that this area that this man was in, Officer Weska, is a business, heavy business area. So I know there's cameras. Why can't we see the suspect around that vehicle, getting in it, driving off with those same clothes on that they showed at the gas station? Why? Let us see it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I want to see it.
Okay. I want to see it too. All right, Helen.
Hey, Martin.
Hey.
Oh, hold on. Oh, hey, Martin. Hello, everybody on the call. Yeah, I did hear. I was, I read some of the articles. I'm a hold. I'm a hold off and just wait and see what they put forth in the coming days.
Okay.
I read an article early on where it said that, because I wondered the two different clothings in the video. And so I did read in an article that the police did find some clothing, I think, like thrown around where the car was, where they found the car at. So, I want to hold and see what the police come out, what they come out with. I'm almost certain that, they probably have something, and I want to see. So, I'm just I'm a hold. I ain't gonna fold on nothing yet, whether the young man is innocent or whether he is guilty. So I'm just gonna hold, like I said, and I want to see what else the police is gonna put out.
Okay. Old timer.
Yes, sir. How's it going tonight?
Good, good.
Well, you've been doing a good job of keeping up on top of this and these effects. But like I said, the police officers, and I really hate this. I really hate this because Now here it is, we at the butt end of any type of scandal that people want to throw on us, and it seems like it just render the whole community powerless. Now this is time when you empower people to step forward. We ain't got nothing. See, this is where you with your power people, your Danny Davis, your people that's supposed to be a power say, well, look, we need to have more concrete evidence. Now I said in a lighthearted way that maybe the man should, hey, you know they looking for you. Look, I ain't did nothing. I don't have to run from the police. I mean, I'm talking about people helping them along doing this. Now I'm talking about you got to have some relatives that got to make common sense out of this and say, well, if you haven't done nothing, you don't have nothing to worry about. You know, they ain't got your DNA, they ain't got your fingerprints on nothing. So, you know, you don't have anything to worry about. They got an inquiry and stuff. And it's strange how you can put a car in the alley and whatever, and ain't nobody see the car going down the street. They ain't got no tape, surveillance, nothing. That the man's car passing this street or that street and turning slower to the alley or nothing. I mean, it just doesn't add up. And you got an African American police chief that they got him scared not to be able to go against it. Because I mean, we see what they did to the mayor, not let him come to the funeral. And so now, you know, he got to try to. Well, you can't shoot no police officer now. You can't shoot him. Okay, well, the man, how you know this guy did this? You know, everybody know you can't shoot. Not supposed to shoot a police officer. But I take it further, you're supposed to shoot nobody. But in this case, they trying to get it to the point where even they divide us on it. Now we can't keep on being divided, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you see how the Palestinian people around the United States. Now I know it's a different topic, but look what kind of unity they got on Northwestern campus, Chicago campus. You know, Evanston campus. Oh, I mean, New York. You know, look what kind of unity they got. And these are not people that need some big time leader to get out there with them. These are grassroots people that know how to get together for a common cause, bringing tents. They say we will not be defeated. Now we have to stand up, but you can't be divided on it. You can't be saying, well, you know, the people know how to throw the rock and hide their hand. Well, I don't think this young man is able to throw no rock and hide his hand against the police because hardly ain't nobody able to do that. See, but you can't tell me that the police just need a speck of evidence to be able to try to throw the book at you. I just don't see it. Not from what they've been showing on TV. They must have much more footage than this guy walking in the store and see now later on, he done changed clothes now. Oh, come on, man. Come on, there you go.
I
That
know.
don't happen like that.
I said this, old timer, and I said again. I mean, I need to see more video. To me personally, I'm almost like Helen. I got to see more proof. Now, I'm not saying that he couldn't have been involved or anything, but I just need some proof. I mean, because in that area, it's a business area. I'm quite sure they got video surveillance. I'm quite sure that they have that. And the picture that they showed of him in a convenience store, that's all I've seen on Facebook. Then, I don't understand people. CBD, let us in, let us know what's going on. I know you're not going to let us know everything. It just.
Where's Jackson doing?
Yeah, well.
I mean, where's Jonathan? Where's Jonathan Jackson?
Right, I listen. These politicians, I don't know what to say, man. We need them. We need them though.
Okay,
all right.
Yeah, go ahead, Helen.
God bless.
Go ahead, Helen.
Mike, let me jump in. Yeah. So, Superintendent Snelling, I have confidence in him.
Brother Martin.
Has joined that he, whatever the evidence show, the evidence that he would do right, by the community. I have the utmost respect for him.
Okay.
And also the confidence that, whatever
Well,
goes on, whatever
well,
happens,
let me just say
is
this,
because they had the concrete proof.
Helen. You know,
Mhm.
black people don't run the
Mhm.
Chicago Police Department at all. Now you know that.
Mhm.
So we know that.
Mhm.
You can go in the police station and fill out a report. You can look at who's running things. Come on now.
Mhm.
So it's this thing is so deep. We dealing with a police department that's so racially divided. They can't stand each other.
Mhm.
Don't want a black man in leadership at all, and probably don't even respect the superintendent. You know, and so I'm just saying, listen, the superintendent can't be everywhere, just like Kim Fox couldn't be everywhere on every case, but she took the blame. And if something don't go right on this case, hey, the
Hello.
superintendent's going to take the blame.
Hello.
Yeah, hold on.
Hello. You know what? Don't hang up. His phone jumps offline, and he has to boot the line.
Oh, okay.
I'm
There you
still
go.
here. I'm still here, though. I'm still here, people. I'm still here.
Okay. All right.
I'm still here. It does, though. She didn't lie about that. It does. I don't know why I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, how do they determine that it was him? Was there a dash cam? We asking the same questions, people. We living in an age where there's technology. We have we have everything. We got dash cam. We got people cameras in doorbell cameras, house cameras is on people's homes in the alleys in the front. I mean, come on, people. We just now listen. I'm not saying it's not impossible that this young man could have shot and killed the police. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I just need to see a little bit more evidence of some footage and all that. That's all I want to see. You know I'm not a part of the investigation, but we need to tell the truth, shame the devil. So I'm a hold on
Yeah,
this.
but Martin,
yeah.
But this is not a time for us to be cowered down.
Right.
Now, nobody's going to stand up and justify somebody shooting a police officer. Ain't nobody going to do that.
No, of course. No.
But you cannot take a whole.
Go ahead.
Right, but you can't take a whole community of people of the crime chasers. You got businessmen.
Right.
You're going to have all of our heads hung down and going to make all of us look bad that we can't say nothing in defense of this young man. And then we got to beg for evidence. Come on, man. This is not the way that this works. You're supposed to be able to stand up there flat-footed and say, this man needs to be defended and he shouldn't be scared.
All right, he wasn't. I couldn't hear him. He wasn't dead. I don't know. They messed with the sound. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, okay, go ahead.
He shouldn't be, and stand with him and not to be able to make it seem as though, we're a bunch of scared people. You can just throw up some frivolous evidence and throw it against us, and you shackle the whole community. Now, this makes the whole community look like we ain't about nothing. Now, this is what this does right here. If that was some Caucasian person, hey, they'll stand up there, man, with their lawyer. We wouldn't even be worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
See, but now this is taking throw us like we ain't got no power. And you can just throw us, another black that did something. I just disagree with this.
Well, let me just say something. Only thing I'm asking is for more proof. Okay, they say they went to the relative house. The relative threw a gun out the window. They arrest him. That's what they're saying. I mean, they should have all that on the camera. People, we've so used to the police culture of lying. If the police had great integrity, they would need body cameras. They would need dash cameras. They would need the cameras, the pods, and all that. If they was correct all the time, we know, especially in the black community, that police will lie, frame, and say it and put it on somebody else. That have been proven, especially right here in the city of Chicago. So I'm not taking up for nobody shooting the Chicago police. I'm not on that. Trust me. I'm not on that. But what I'm just saying, with all this technology, we got the cell phone technology, we got the Uber technology, we got the doorbell ring technology, we got forensic science technology, we got the helicopter technology, we got witnesses, we got doorbell ring technology, we got cameras all around the business area. Somebody's saying something. So you tell me, out of all the businesses in that area, you had You had one gas station that was blocks away, maybe even a mile away, had footage of a man coming in the convenience store late at night. That's all. Let me go to the next caller. Come on, Marcus, 1652. I think that's you.
Brother Martin, good evening. Good evening, community.
Okay. All right. How you doing, brother? All right, go ahead.
All right. Good topic tonight. I'm glad you have the court of public opinion going well. However, it means nothing at the end of the day. I don't think that some people in the community wouldn't accept anyone that they arrested for this officer's death, unfortunate death. I know we want evidence. It's not going to happen. If you want evidence, you feel free to attend the trial each and every day. It's open to the public. They're not going to put evidence in the public eye. There are rules of evidence when it comes to court, when it comes to charging. So if you have an appetite for proof, attend court. You want to start a GoFundMe and raise funds for him, a private attorney? Fine, have those efforts. The court of public opinion means nothing at the end of the day. It's going to be the court of law. Of course, the police reviewed video cameras in that entire area. They went to a court, to a judge, for a judge to sign an arrest warrant for the young man, for the alleged offender. The judge heard evidence. It was enough for him to sign the warrant. Now that the young man has been captured outside of Chicago, waiting to be extradited back here under heavy police guard, now the police have to present enough evidence to the Cook County State's Attorney's office so they can approve the charges. He has not been approved for felony charges or murdering of the police officer just yet. An arrest warrant has been approved. Now, once they meet that hurdle, then charges are brought. Then once charges are brought, he has a right to due process. He has a right to an attorney. Now they have to prove those facts that they feel that they can prove in the court of law beyond a reasonable doubt. That's a high standard. But you better believe that the Chicago police and the Cook County State's Attorney, if they approve charges, murder charges, they're going to have their I's dotted and their T's crossed. Again, if you want to see evidence, go to court. You can go to court each and every day.
Well, can I actually?
That's how the media get their information. They go to court.
Let me say something.
They sit there and they send
Let me just say something, and I hear exactly what you're saying. You're giving us factual, but it's been a lot of times where the police got it wrong and the state's attorney got it wrong. We can't say that. It's proven. It's proven. So we living in a new day now, the new day of technology. That's where we living at, and we've known that the police have put up surveillance shots of people on the red line, shooting, stabbing, robbing, whatever they're doing. The public, we just ask. I mean, this is the court of public opinion. How can you accuse a person of killing a police officer and you asking for the public help and you only showing us a still photo? You're showing us nothing in the area where this crime took place. And you're going to offer $100,000 to turn them in. I mean, I just don't understand it. It don't make sense. I'm not saying that they don't have no evidence, but I sure like to know if they do, why they didn't put it out there. And you put $100,000. Yeah, that's probably what's going to have to happen.
They are not going to put evidence in the media. You can't try it like that. You poison the potential jury pool. You're asking a question that makes no sense. Then he can't get a fair trial if you're asking the prosecutor to put the evidence on TV.
Okay,
he can't get a fair trial.
Hold it.
So they would have to change. They would have to change venue. So they're not going to put the evidence.
So you telling me
your question as intelligent as I can.
Okay, so
now you can receive the answer or you don't want to receive the answer.
Okay, now I'm just asking.
They can't put the evidence out there on TV because the young man won't have a fair trial because the potential juror would have seen the evidence on TV. So what I'm telling you is if you want to see the evidence that's for you or anybody in the community, you feel free to monitor his court date and attend the trial. That's how news reporters get it. They attend the trial. Now, you're right. The police have gotten it wrong several times. Prosecutors have gotten it wrong several times. Cook County is the wrongful conviction county of the country. You're right about that. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to answer some of your questions about show me more evidence. Where's the proof? What I'm saying is they're playing poker. They're not going to expose their hand. It doesn't even make intelligent sense. And you do, like the community, they want the young man to get a fair trial. So if they get a fair trial, they can't put all the evidence out there because that means they would have to change venue. And if they take him to another municipality or another, he's definitely going to get convicted because the jury pool wouldn't be as diverse. So they got an arrest warrant. That means they took enough evidence to the to a judge to get an arrest warrant. The next step, they got to present whatever they have to the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. They have to approve felony charges. We don't know what he's going to be charged with. We don't know if he's going to be actually charged with the murder or whatever charges they have. We don't know yet because we haven't got to that step. So once they bring, but here's the thing. This young man, the alleged killer of this officer, had already was out on bond fighting a case. Okay. He didn't show up to court because they was waiting on him to show up to court so they can snatch him from court, but he didn't show up to court. Okay. So the other thing is they squeezed his relative and his last known whereabouts. So he was running, he was ducking and dodging, and it's just a matter of time for them to catch him. But he should have lawyered up, and we don't know if he hasn't lawyered up. The only thing that we know right now, he's in custody outside of Chicago in the process of coming back to Chicago. Does he deserve a fair trial? He deserves a fair trial just like anybody else. Okay, but I'm just trying to shed a little light on. I know you're asking for more evidence and more people, but you're not going to get that in the media, or else the young man definitely won't have a fair trial. The prosecutors are not going to do that. It's a rule. It's called rule of evidence, and they can't. A defense attorney would love for them to make that boneheaded mistake and put all the evidence on TV. So they're not going to do that. So again, community courts are open. They have to be open by constitutional law. You can attend this young man's hearing at each and every courtroom. But first of all, he has not been charged for the murder yet because the state's attorney office has not got to that point. First, you got to get a person in custody in order to charge you. So they had enough to get an arrest warrant. Now it has to play out. But I'm hoping I was able to intelligently answer your question.
I'm not saying what you said didn't make sense. It made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense. But that's what information is. You have to question it. Some things you don't understand, and we know we've got it wrong. And listen, and if he is a person that killed the officer, he's caught. I mean, he got to accept his punishment. Period.
Yeah, we don't know yet, but in order to know the evidence,
right,
you're going to have to attend court, and maybe you have to attend it and come back with the show and bring us more evidence. If not, the news media, the reporters will definitely attend it, and they'll publicize it. You'll be able to have more concrete facts, but they can't put out everything. They got the cousin, so they got the murder weapon, so they got the officer's gun. They recover that. Okay, so they got the gun, they got a body, they got a dead body.
Okay,
and they got a young man that's in the area. We don't know, Martin. We don't know if they have his cell phone pending in the area.
Right.
We do know the young man, according to surveillance from the gas station, used an EBT card. We do know that.
Yes.
So if he used a SNAP benefit card, that means that's a paper trail. So what they were doing is they were paper trailing him. These investigators are not stupid, and they don't want to get this one wrong. If they botch this one, they get it wrong. Guess what? He gets a not guilty. They can never charge him ever again. These people are not stupid, okay? So we don't have the evidence, but they can't put it out there in the public eye, and we don't want that. The young man wouldn't want that, nor his attorneys want that, because he wouldn't be able to get a fair trial. But they went through the process. They got their arrest warrant. Now the next thing is they got to present the evidence to the Cook County State's Attorney's Office for felony review of the charges. If that approved, then he'll be charged, and then the police department and maybe the state's attorney is going to give a news conference at that point once he's been charged. But for what you're asking for, we're not just at that point yet. But of course, we all appreciate what you do for us.
No
and
problem.
You keep us informed.
and
you keep the conversation going.
Thank you.
And we forever in your debt. We love what you do.
Oh yeah, appreciate you. All right. Thank you so much for the comments. 4248. Go ahead, caller. 4248. Caller.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, from my listening to the news, there was a felony warrant issued in connection to the murder of Officer Wesker. Now, I get what the caller just said, and which is proper court procedures and the way to handle a case. But I also get what you say as far as evidence. No, they don't have to reveal all of their evidence, but to put just a photo out that's a mile and a half, 2 miles away, that doesn't make him the person that did it in my eye or the average person eyes. Now, them jumping down and going to the residence and recovering the murder weapon, it could happen. And let me say first and foremost, I do not condone any policeman getting shot on duty or off duty. They have a job. They are human. They are people. They are relatives and everything behind that. But I know from being a resident, a young man in Chicago, how you can be bull wrangled, charged with something when they don't have enough evidence, getting you to the point to where you they have beaten people, shocked them to get a confession out of them. I've seen it over the years. I've been a part of that, being charged without proper evidence. It's a lot of times just because the average black person, especially from certain demographics, don't have the means to lawyer up in the beginning and stop it before it gets into the process of the law. I've seen it, I don't know how many times it has happened to me. So for me to just take the idea of two still photos of him a mile and a half away, number one, they show him in the black clothing first, and then in a very light color gray with reflective tape on it last, like that's what he probably had on when he did this, which doesn't make sense. Why would a person change it to a lighter color when they had on a darker color? That raises an eyebrow with myself. Just like you said, and anybody else said, it's sort of a slap in the face that they show a photo, still photo of him a mile and 2 miles away. This happened on Kedzie. They said he was on, I believe, California.
63rd, Sacramento.
Sacramento, yeah. But the thing of it is, from that point to where the incident happened, there's countless ring cameras, there's countless business cameras. And you can't put him closer than that. To me, it makes me feel like we can put anything that we want out here, and that's what you got to accept, knowing that that's the position that most black people in our community have to accept. And then on the other hand, when it comes to it being, and it's a court of opinion, but when you get down to facts of who's going to be on that jury, and the bigger population are going to look at him as the suspect from the photo. And why would the Chicago police put up the photo without going to the house first? That didn't make sense to me. If you got a still photo and you got an idea and you broke it down and found out where he lived, why did you put up the photo first? Were they expecting somebody to call and say, "Oh, I know him"? No, you knew who he was in the beginning. And it's a vicious game that they play. And we never know. There's a lot of variables and things that's involved in this that might be bigger than what we even would imagine.
Okay. All right.
Especially a person that's that's not from this community.
All right. Let us go to the
that
next
would
call.
never come out.
Right. Let's go to the next call. Okay. Thank you on that, Bill. Come on, 8140. See what you got to say.
Hey, Barn, this is Tasha. I just wanted to say a few things because at first I wasn't really paying attention to all of this stuff, but I'm going to tell you what doesn't make sense to me. Number one, it doesn't make sense that he was in that area at that time of night. One thing we all know growing up in Chicago, we're very segregated, right? And one thing about it, the Latinos, they respect, it's like an unspoken thing here. We not about to be in their area possibly at all or at a certain time of day and night, and vice versa, okay? There's an unspoken level of respect that we have between the Black and the brown communities when it comes to our hoods, okay? Let's be for real. Number two, they said the young man had some issues, some criminal things that he was dealing with, right? And he was up for. This is what I believe is happening. I believe that young man, they caught a young Black man in the area. It don't take nothing. If he used the card, it takes nothing to find out who he is, right? By him using his EBT card. I think that they are using him like they chose him. You understand what I'm saying? They chose him because it's easier to make him out to be a villain because he's already a criminal, right? He's already a criminal. So you're making him a villain by painting this picture of him that, oh, he's already violent, he's already breaking the law, he's Black, more than likely he hates the police. And all these people talking about, oh, they found the gun in the house. Let's not act like we don't know the police plant guns and drugs on people. If this is a very high profile case, right? From start to when it finishes. Why would they go in a house with a search warrant or whatever looking for evidence? No cameras on or anything like that? Like, how do we know for a fact? Like, how convenient that he would leave with this nigga gun, like, and put it in his house. For what reason? What would be his reason for targeting an officer, taking his gun, and taking it home? That don't make sense. And then the man that just spoke, he said about the cameras in the neighborhood. I'm sure wherever block that officer stayed on, there's hella ring cameras. Okay, and like you said, along the way. None of this makes sense. Now, from my understanding, that officer had a partner that was just killed, right? I believe he just had an officer that was killed.
20.
I don't know how true it is.
Well, I don't know if that's his partner or not, but they work for the same district. Go ahead.
Yeah, supposedly supposedly it was his partner.
Okay.
But the other day, the day before yesterday, when they were, or was it yesterday, when they was posting about the cousin or the relative or whatever that they got, somebody had commented, and it's a real person. It's not how people like to comment and troll and stuff from fake pages. It's a legit page because I checked it out myself. It's a Latino guy. He works in security. He got on there, and I mean, I think it's crazy for them to do publicly, but he got on there and said that he saw the whole thing. He said it was a Latino and it was not a Black guy. He said, but this is none of my business. I had posted screenshots on my page because I couldn't believe he did that. And it's not no BS. This is literally a person. This is not nobody trolling. So I'm trying to understand like why nobody sees that none of this stuff is adding up. None of it is adding up. And I'm not no cop hater. I got a lot of friends that are cops. I have to work with them on my job every day. I'm not a cop hater. I know all of them are not bad. But the racial tension in this city that we've always had, but it's, you know, we're dealing with the uptick of it because of the migrant situation. All of this is being staged. I don't know that young man, but if I had to bet, I would gamble that he did not do this. And he was targeted and set up, and I believe the police officer, I think somebody wanted that man dead. I don't know the officer neither, right? Yeah. But just looking at him, he looked like a do-right ass nigga, don't he? He looks like he probably is a do-gooder. And ain't no telling what he probably witnessed or what he was part of or something like that. Somebody wanted to take him out, but it doesn't make sense that this black man, criminal or not, is in a Latino neighborhood. And they tried to say, oh, his uniform was covered up. You know, that's how he didn't. Cops, they carry their license plates, stickers. They even hang that the checker thing from their rearview mirror. Like, when you go to a cop's car, personal vehicle, you're gonna know it's a cop. Okay, you're gonna know he's a cop. So it's not like they're trying to make it like he just went for a random person and his man just happened to be a cop. No, I'm sure that if he was there, he would know that man was a cop.
Let me stop you real quick. Hold it.
Black man.
Hold it. Let me just stop you real quick. Now, it's a possibility that the crime could have been committed by something else, and the car left in the alley, running, whatever, gun in there, and you know, I've heard this. I didn't see it I did see a video on Facebook where it was a shooting. A guy had an accident, and his gun was on the ground. Some person from the public picked the gun up and walked away with the gun. Now, it could be that too, people. It could be that as well. That could be it. I'm just throwing it out there. It could be that, because a lot of times you can put a stolen car in a certain area and people look for that. They might go inside of it, break in it. And that car might have been involved in a drive-by shooting. That's a possibility. Then you have people out here that buy guns, no matter if they're stolen, they're hot, they buy them.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
That can happen. I'm just saying, I don't know what happened. I don't have the proof evidence. But I'm just
right. Hold on,
sister.
How did they get to the point that they pinning him?
Hold it. I don't know. We don't know all. We got to wait till all the evidence come out. We have to. They might have some things like the man said that we don't know. They have not revealed to the public. So we just have to wait. Maybe some of us have to go to court and look at it, you know, and find out. But it just, to me, was suspicious. Number one, a black man in the heavy Latin King area, and that early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, walking around with a book backpack on it, whatever, you know, that's kind of suspicious to me. And I got some brothers, the Spanish brothers that I work with, and I even asked them a question. They was like, "No, that don't sound right." You know, they know it. They might not say anything, but take in mind now, I'm hoping whoever shot this cop that they catch him. That's what I'm just going to put that out there. I don't want, you know, I'm not trying to make this out of a racial thing, but I know things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Certain crimes have certain signatures.
I think it's a political police. I think this is a political police thing, an inside job. That's what I believe. I don't think it's racial neither. But I think this is some political police BS. Because they have the ball in their court to make this look however they want it to look. And only way that they will not get away with it is if the public press for absolute evidence. Because us believing that they went in their house and retrieved a weapon without any proof of how they retrieved a weapon, like actual proof. You can't just say that you went in the house and got a gun in a situation like this. Because number one, it don't even make sense that the boy would do that. Bring the gun home. Like, for what? He didn't kill him with his own gun. So why would he, you know what I'm saying? If you committed a murder, why would you pick up a gun and take it home? And why would you go search the house? Why would you think that he had the gun in the house?
Hold it. We let you talk now. Hold on. Go ahead, Helen.
I'm sorry.
Hold it, Helen. Go ahead, Helen. Helen?
Oh, hey, Martin. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, I heard a lot. Yeah, and I think that everything I heard was, valid. And like I was saying earlier, I'm awake. I'm sure that they may have, other tapes and other videos. Um, yeah, I'm almost certain that they do. I'm sorry, y'all, but I was preoccupied with something. But Martin, can I just go off course just for a minute?
Oh, Lord. Go ahead.
No.
You're going to throw the whole live off. What is it about?
Okay.
Yeah,
All
don't
right,
throw the,
I'll wait.
we'll
No,
wait.
you know what, Martin? Let me just come on. No, let me come on when you're about to go off.
Okay, that'd be perfect. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So my thing is, the public, we have to continue to put the pressure on the Chicago Police Department. Make sure they got the right man. Now, what if they got the wrong man and the real killer is out here still at large? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We have to make sure that they got the right man or the people that's involved. Period. That's it. People, we can't continue. We're living in 2024. As I always say, this is a good time to be living. This is a good time. We got audio, we got video, we got all types of technology to help solve crime. And also, we got the internet, social media, where we all could connect in one room and discuss things like this, what we're doing. Again, my condolences go out to the family and his colleagues, his co-workers. Hey, I want this thing solved. And I want to make sure that the right person or the right people that was involved get prosecuted. But I don't want the wrong person, and we find out 10 years later he didn't do it. And a lot of us know you're not going to get no fair trial killing no police, especially if you ain't got no money, period. Ain't no lawyer going to take this money, take this case without really getting paid. And we know, okay, somebody just put up a good point up here. Let's say that. The same reason why they took Ariana gun, the other officer they killed. You have all forgot that the other young black female officer was killed and they took her gun. And that is correct. That is correct. What I'm saying is, even if it was a crime scene and the gun was on the scene, you do have people to go and search people's pockets, wallets, whatever, and take their gun. I seen the crime scene. Young man, I think he got shot. He had a gun, and somebody from the public picked up the gun and walked away with the gun. That can happen. That can happen. We can't rule out nothing. We just have to question it. We just can't take the cop's word no more. Even a judge, no, you just can't take their word. Even Kim Fox, no, it got to be right. All your I's had to be dotted and all your T's had to be crossed. Period. So many black men and women have been locked up and falsely accused. So why not question this? Why not question it? Now listen, even if a black person did it, so be it. What I'm saying, so be it. But I just want to get the right person. I don't want them to have the wrong person. Don't just grab nobody, make up a story, make up a narrative, and just to sue the public, to please the public. We want it. We want the real thing. We want the real killer of this cop killer. All right.
Hey, Martin.
Yeah.
Martin, you hit the nail on the head when it's forces that's way higher. They are gonna have they T's, they I's dotted and T's crossed, but they're gonna do it. It's gonna be in a process. He could be targeted. He could have did it very well, but I'm with you. We need more evidence than just a still picture. And you came up with a gun. You could have you could have took that gun to that scene, far as I know. It don't matter if you had on a camera, in which I don't believe they had enough respect, but we'll never know, just like the caller said, which I believe to been Jed and a very smart guy. They are not going to reveal all of their evidence, and they might well have body cam, but if you got body cam on you and you go to a scene and you got the gun and somebody hand it to you and you turn the camera on, I'm just not going with the fact that this young man is that stupid. It could very well be, but I know how these people get down. I know how these people get down. And it's a coincidence that Officer Lasso, which some people are saying his partner or they worked in the same precinct. I did see his mother. She spoke Spanish and was translated and said he was a very good friend and family as far as she was concerned, and she said the same thing about Ariana. But I believe you need a little bit more. And as far as the state's attorney and all of that, they're gonna go with the narrative. They're gonna always go with the narrative of what the police say. It happens all the time. And for somebody to just put off the fact that he might not be the one, with all of the cases that we've seen just in the last 10 years, countless black men that has been charged with crimes that they didn't commit, it should raise an eyebrow.
And I'm just saying, black people,
it should raise eyebrow.
Quit just believing everything that you see and hear because the police said. They word is not gospel. They lie. Just like you ran that red light and they say you ran the red light and you know that light was green, they lie. They're human beings. They lie. So what I'm saying is we need evidence. That's all. That's all. We want to make sure the right person got caught. Period. That's it.
And don't just give us the evidence that you think is suffice enough for you to make this allegation or to charge this young man, because that's not enough.
So you mean to tell me a man walk around 3 o'clock in the morning in the area of a heavy Latino area, resident probably in Aurora, whatever, out in Wild Hunteds, whatever, 3 o'clock in the morning, and you shoot and kill the police? Would he kill him with his own gun? Is that what they telling me? Or did he use another? I mean, we don't know, people. It's more to this story. And that's one thing. That's why my videos, when I was going to these crime scenes a lot, it was live, uncut, unedited. You was able to get your own narrative. When they encrypted the scanners, they can make the narrative without you even knowing it. It's real. It just don't sound right to me, people. It just don't sound right to me. But I'm praying that they got the right person or the people that's involved, and it's a done deal. Somebody said, well, how can we explain the relative had the dead cop's gun? That's a good question. Somebody said, well, I was told that his relative threw the gun out the window when the police. I mean, it could very well be true. Was it the gun that killed the cop, or was it the cop's gun? Which gun was it? Why was
they said it was the cop's gun?
Okay. And they said, hold on. They said that the serial numbers was filed off the gun. That's what they said. So I'm
So
not.
how would they know it was the cop's gun?
Yeah. So I'm just saying, people, it's okay to question things. It's okay to question things. It's not being biased. We have the right. We have the right to ask questions. The police work for us. We don't work for them. We pay their salary. Period.
Hey, Martin, another thing that didn't make sense, like I said, they showed the still photos of him. Now, I'm going to say my personal opinion, if you didn't do it, why run and turn yourself in? But we talk about a 22-year-old man who have seen the same stuff that we didn't see, and maybe even more. But he could have been afraid. I'll give him that. But it just don't add up that your still picture has been posted. You're afraid, but the place that you last reside, you leave the pistol. That doesn't add up. With them posting that picture on all the networks, when they got there, you would imagine that it might be drugs, whatever, a lot of illegal stuff that could be possibly going on. But to have the weapon that killed him or the officer weapon there, that doesn't add up, man. And your face has been in the media for days. That don't make sense. And it's just like snitches get stitches and people being played. There's a trick. One of the rules in the street is you got a gun that got a murder on it or shooting, get rid of it. That's one of the rules of the street. But this young man didn't learn that rule. Just don't make sense. God forbid that I hate that officer got killed, and I'm thinking is bigger than what's been stated. I told you, Martin, I met McCarthy years ago and was giving him some suggestions about crime in Chicago, and that man said to me, almost in between everything I said, it's bigger than what you ever imagined. It's bigger than what you think, and I'll never forget it. He said it like 7 times to myself and my wife. So
he sure did.
With that thought,
sure did.
With that thought, it's validating that it's a force and something bigger than what we always imagined.
Mm-hmm.
Now I put my hand on a stack of Bibles that I heard that man say that in front of my face and in front of my wife. So we know how these people get down, man. They've been getting down like this for years. That's why we got the Chicago playing out all these heavy lawsuits because these people been charged with crimes. Now, Grant, yeah, it's a lot of people that charged with crimes that they did, and even them with what they call due process of the law had been railroaded. They had been railroaded with due process of the law. Didn't have proper evidence, but the way they bull wrangle us, well, we don't have a proper representation. to represent us, we take the plea bargain. And they know that about us, man. And they know when they put a narrative out there and put it on the news, the majority of the white people are going to believe it right off the top. And they can convince us, in which they don't even care what we think. They don't care what we think about them doing right or doing wrong. They never cared. And they ain't finna start caring now. That's all I got to say.
Okay. 1652. Come on, caller. 1652.
Okay, Brother Martin, good evening again, community. I know you're a man who's crying for evidence, and so is the community. The young man was arrested tonight, according to the media reports, in Glendale Heights, Illinois, and he was in possession of the slain officer's handcuffs. So they are connecting the dots. Why the young man allegedly had the handcuffs on, I don't know. We don't know. But you're crying and asking for evidence, and I just wanted to report that to you so you can have those facts, and your listeners can have those facts. The young man who was arrested tonight in Glendale had
Jed.
That's not Jed. That's not Jed.
Hey, Jed.
That's not Jed.
Nah.
No.
Okay.
But just letting you know, because I know you wanting evidence. I'm
Right.
Just giving you the fact that's out there now that they have published and they have released. And I'm sure they're going to do many more after they do a news conference, after the state's attorney office, if they do. If they approve the murder charges. We're not at that point yet, but I just wanted you to have some evidence.
I know.
That's what you
Okay. Yes, listen, I appreciate you.
Trust
me. Let me just say something, people. Hold it, y'all. Hold it. I gotta say something. I gotta say something, people. Listen. Thank you, my brother, for giving us that information. But this man had a court date. He didn't show up. So he know that the whole city of Chicago is looking for him. I'm quite sure he heard that the pistol was tossed out of his relative house. Why would he have the handcuffs on him? I mean, it don't make no sense, people. To me. Listen, caller, I respect what you're doing because you're giving us what the media reports. I won't, I'm not going to go against that. I'm going to say that.
But is it at this point, no matter what evidence they give you, you won't believe it?
No, I'm just saying it. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I mean, in my mind, I'm saying that the whole city of Chicago got this guy face out here. He knows he's on a run. He knows the cops is looking for him because he didn't show up for his court date. So he see everything. He know that the pistol got confiscated at his relative house.
You're giving him too much credit. He's desperate. He has nowhere to go, so he's prone to make a mistake.
Yeah, he's prone to make a mistake.
Any subject who's running, let me just say this.
Yes, Mark.
I'm going to get off.
Yes, Mark. I just want to respond.
Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. Hold on. Let the gentleman talk first. 1652. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Well, any subject who's running from the police and they're desperate and they have nowhere to go, their family don't want to be bothered with one because that's heaps on their family. Their friends don't want to be bothered with you, especially when you have allegedly killed a police officer. So he's desperate, he's destitute, he has no money. He knows wherever he walks in society, surveillance video is going to pick him up. He knows there's a $100,000 bounty on him. He's going to make a mistake. He's desperate. So why was he in possession still of the officer's handcuffs? I don't know. Why did he stop by his cousin's house and allegedly gave the gun to his cousin or left the gun there? We don't know. But what I'm doing is I'm just responding to you wanting evidence.
And I appreciate
that's what they're putting out there right now.
And I appreciate it.
Right
I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
but
please, Martin, let me take
okay, well, Helen wanted to come in too. So you then, okay. I'll go ahead. Make it briefly. I'm gonna let Helen come. Both of y'all make it brief because we got two more callers. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make it real brief.
Okay, go ahead.
I can accept the facts that the man that just spoke gave, but if those all these circumstantial evidence and facts that's being presented to us all adds up to somebody being incompetent to be on trial, period. Criminals make mistakes. That's how they get caught. But those mistakes that they talking about, this person would almost have to be retarded. Would almost have to be retarded. And I'm not going. Because it's steady piling up of dumb situations. Why would he have some damn cuffs on him? It don't make sense.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
Come on, Helen, real quick. Come on, Helen. Then I got another caller. 3625,
okay.
you're next.
I'm not going to be long.
Go ahead.
Okay, first I want to say that the young man, he didn't have an extensive criminal background, because had he, the media would have put it out. Now, I do know that he had court, he missed court, and from what I understand, I don't even think that the case, I don't know what, I did read it, I don't know, that the case wasn't, it wasn't really high profile, or it wasn't
It was,
a lot.
I think he's still,
a burglary,
a burglary for ATM machine.
Okay, yeah.
A burglary.
Okay.
Burglary, okay.
Okay, right, a burglary. So, that was his only case that he's had. Because like I said, if he had a background, the media would have pulled it up. And the thing with the cuffs, he could have, if he had that same book bag on him, he could have put the cuffs in there. Maybe they slid all the way down. And this is just my analogy. They could have slid all the way down in the book bag. The tape comes out. He got his cop's gun. He goes from there, 55th, bam, 108th. He leaves the gun. The cousin may not have even known that it was a cop's gun. He may not have known. And all we know is that he's a relative. And now the young man is on the run. So was it a mistake, a mishap? I don't know. I don't know what that was. But the media is reporting that they caught him with the officer's cuffs. So, as I said earlier, I'm still waiting. I'm not, just ready. I do agree with the caller when he took us through the timeline of when he was charged, what would possibly happen after that, or when they got an arrest warrant for him, and what would happen after that. That was educational for me. I did get a lot out of that, but me, myself personally, I'm just going to hold until more evidence come out.
All right. All right, 3625. Go ahead, my bro. Go ahead. Thank you for holding.
No, man.
Thank you for holding.
Martin, no, I just wanted to say that with all the evidence that's surrounding this case, and they supposed to have, I'm with you and with the panel as far as they supposed to have a little bit more evidence as far as just having a suspect. Yeah, due to the fact, I'm pretty sure the kid ain't got no money to afford a lawyer, an attorney, or anything like that. So, me personally, yeah, I would have ran. If I ain't did nothing, yeah, I would have ran. I'm scared because we know the history of Chicago police. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's wrong that a police officer had to lose his life. But me personally, I would have ran. I'd have been scared, cause ain't no telling what they would have. They probably killed the boy before he got to the jailhouse. 9 times out of 10, they would probably hurt the boy, so he probably wouldn't have no day in court. You know what I mean? So if that's the facts, if this all the facts of the police doing all dotting crossing their T's and dotting their I's, so be it. Yeah, he's supposed to serve his punishment. You made your bed, you lay in it. So I'm going back on mute, Martin. That's the only thing I want to say, bro.
Okay. I'm just trying to make it make sense, people. That's all I'm trying to do. Make it make sense. That's all. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Trying to make it make sense. Okay. 0069. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Mr. Martin. Hello, everyone.
What's
How are
going
you
on?
all doing?
What's going on?
Well, this is Dr. Davis, as you all know. I have a couple of things to get across that you all remember what Martin said that where did the man disappear from? Where did he go? Like all these cameras in Chicago, like he don't care if he like or wherever he was. Yeah, who cares? Where did he go? Well, they claim he jumped in an Uber, and he's not that dumb. He knew to jump in the Uber. Now, Martin said to me, he said, I don't believe he jumped in the Uber at 2, 3 in the morning, but he did disappear somehow. Number two, we do not know what evidence the police have. We do not know. We only know what the news is telling us. It did come on tonight, breaking news, saying that they caught him in Glendale Heights. But we do not have the evidence. We do not have enough information to say that this man actually committed the crime. Now, they are claiming that he was at some friend or family member house and he threw the gun over the fence. What is he doing with his gun? That's number one. What is he doing with his handcuffs? You know, a criminal is a criminal, regardless of what. Why is he running? You know, so, you know, we have to really sit down and think about, like, I'm not trying to make any excuses for that young man, but he needs to answer some questions. And it sounds like to me that the police have enough evidence, but they just not telling us to be able to prosecute him. I'm done for now.
Okay. Somebody call him. If you calling me anonymous, I'm not going to take your call. Period. So I'm not going to take your call. So you can just sit there and look crazy, whatever. Okay, let's read. Gregory Carter says Chicago Cook County approved $17 million settlement for a man exonerated of the murders of 2 Chicago police officers. Jackie Wilson, third trial for the 1982 murder of 2 Chicago police officers, collapsed amid allegations of prosecutor misconduct and police torture. So there is proof that falsely accused, it could happen. It could happen. I'm not saying in this case. I'm just not saying, listen, people, just like when they arrest one of us, what they do, they go to our background. They pull up our background. So when they make an arrest, why can't we pull up their background, their history? That's what they go off. History, people. History. So, I mean, this is strange, man. The gun over at the relative house, he threw it out the window, and when they caught him, he got the handcuffs on him. Oh, wow. Yeah.
So why wouldn't he leave the handcuffs at the house and take the gun for protection?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it could have been in his book bag, though. It could have been in his little book bag. And then not only that, you know, he want to hurry up and get rid of that evidence because that gun is going to link him back.
Hold it. So you telling me he know that every police officer in the city of Chicago is looking for him. And he's going to have
surrounding area.
Yeah, in surrounding area. Come on, you're going to have some handcuffs on him. Come on now.
Martin,
I'm not buying that.
Please keep in mind that these people be high.
Yeah.
You can't tell me he don't smoke weed and he don't get high and don't drink.
Hold on. He can't be that. Hold on. He can't be that high. He running from the police. He know how to evade the police. He couldn't have been that high.
He got in the Uber.
Yeah, well, that's what they say.
I agree
He can't be that high. He young. He can't be that high. I'm just.
So here's my question. Here's my question. Can I ask a question to everybody that's on the panel?
Is it related to this?
What are you saying?
Is it related to this?
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay,
I do not go off schedule. I do not go off topic. What are you saying? Are you saying, do you think that he's innocent? That you don't think that he didn't do this? Or do you all think that they put it off on him?
No, that's not what we're saying. Have you been listening? That's not what we're saying. We believe. I said it. It's a possibility that after the crime taking place, he could have got the gun, whatever. I don't know. We don't know. What I'm just saying, the evidence is just not lining up what they're giving us. It's just not lining up. It's just not lining up. The first number one thing, 3 o'clock in the morning, you in a heavy Latino area, Latin King area, a black brother. That's number one right there. Number two, you on 63rd in Sacramento at a police station, and the crime happened right around on 3100 West 55th, 56th block. Now, we have no other footage of showing a car leaving the scene or Uber leaving the scene or what. It very well could have. He could have called an Uber. We don't know. That's what all I'm saying.
We don't have
the evidence. So do we have a right to question it? Yes, we have a right to question it. We want to make sure that the right guy that shot and killed this Chicago police officer get apprehended. At least I do.
I agree.
So that's all I'm just saying. It's just not adding up. That's all. We so believe that everything the police say. If the police was so righteous, they wouldn't need a body camera, period. They wouldn't need it. They wouldn't need it if they were so righteous. So, listen, like somebody said, we know he's guilty of something. I might agree with that. Because if the gun is over your cousin house, your relative house, you guilty of something. Was he the trigger man? Was he there? How did you get this gun? Why you had these handcuffs on you? It's more, wow.
I personally think that he didn't pull the trigger on that man. I think I told you this before, Martin. I personally think that he went in his car and stole what he stole, and somebody else killed that young man. I just don't think that he personally did it. That's my only opinion. I do not have any evidence. And once again, none of us have the evidence because the police is not telling us. And of course, they didn't tell the news. They're only going to tell the news what they want them to know. What the police department wants them to know. They're not telling us because, of course, he has to have his day in court. And once again, everyone, he is innocent until proven guilty. So that does not mean that this man is guilty. I personally, that's just my opinion. I do not think he killed him. Mm-mm.
Well, if we don't see a mug shot, we know they whooped him real good.
Well, I tell you one thing, it's a possibility he could have had something to do with it. Don't rule that out either. I'm not ruling that out.
I agree.
But you have to look at the history of the Chicago Police Department and the evidence that they putting out here.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense. This man would have to be so incompetent to make these mistakes. And there are street rules. If he's a street guy or whatever, you'd have to be almost retarded.
Bill.
To hold on.
Hold on. Let me play this video real quick.
Go ahead, Martin.
Play a video. This is him right here, y'all.
Okay.
They got a call, they're captioned right here on YouTube, bringing them out. They said Xavier Tate Jr. taken in custody for the murder of CPD officer Lewis. That's him right here. They got him right there. That's him. If y'all looking at the screen, they got him right there. That's the video footage. That's cell phone camera. So that's him right there. Somebody put your phone on mute. Put your phone on mute. I hear myself talking. All right, let's rewind that back again. Put your phone on mute. You still can listen to put your phone on mute. All right, that's him. They're bringing him downstairs. That's him right there. Put it on the screen, make it bigger where y'all can see it. Play it one more time. That's it, right? It's on YouTube. You can go see it on YouTube, people. He coming down the stairs. They got him. They got him surrounded. He's unarmed right now at this point.
We don't see a bug shot. You know why?
They got him. He's in all black. Okay. All right, that's the video. So somebody must have videoed in the neighborhood.
Somebody turned them in for that 100,000.
Yeah, they got that 100,000. Somebody got that 100,000. Oh, they got his back bent. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I showed so
Making him hold his face down so the cameras can't see his face.
he probably don't. Most criminals hold their head down.
They beat him up.
Right. Okay, let's go to Eric Cole. 1975. Come on, 1975. 1975.
Hey, yeah. Hey, bud, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Hey, look, I wanted to ask you a question.
Hold on? Is it related to this? If it is not related to this, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, go ahead. All right.
Okay. The officer vehicle that was recovered in the alley. I saw the video, and the vehicle was hosted up on a tow truck. If you go back and look at that vehicle, it appears to be the same type vehicles that those undercover police officers in Chicago ride around in. It's not a personal SUV. I believe that is a City of Chicago police issued vehicle. So go back and look at that video.
Okay.
And, check it out. Because when I looked at it, it was gray. The tires was like those black wall tires that those officers drive. And I was thinking, well, maybe this is a police issued vehicle versus his personal vehicle. And another thing that got us all puzzled is that emergency shot spotter call. Even you said that call sounds suspicious because one of the officers who arrived there initially told everybody else to stand down. No need to rush over here. That just sounds crazy. Okay. Now, the reason I think he got out of that damn vehicle and left it at the alley because he realized it was a police vehicle.
Okay.
And if it was a police vehicle, then there may be some evidence in that vehicle. So that's all I want to add.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Thank you for taking my call.
No problem. Well, again, people, my thing is I want to hear more details, and like the young man said on here, you might have to go to court and find out more things. It's never some things, how some things can just fall in a chronological order. These things were just all out of whack. I don't understand. I don't know. I do have common sense, and I don't believe everything I hear or see. So I have to question things. Yeah. Somebody said, first of all black people live in Puerto Rican and Mexican areas. I live on Ashland and Augusta, and I'm out 3 a.m. in the morning to stop the cab. First of all, we talk about a gang-infested area that's Latin Kings. I was over there in the daytime filming. Guy rolled by and said, man, you know where you at? I got that on live. Just in that area, not too long ago. I said about a month ago. The guy said something on my, do you know where you at? This is the daytime with cops all around. So we understand that blacks and Latinos and Mexicans living around each other. We understand that. We understand. But we understand that there's a racial tension too as well. We always take up for blacks. Latinos, they don't take up for us. You hear black people always say black and brown. You never hear the Latinos say black and brown. No, they don't do that in public a lot. They don't do that.
Nope.
They don't do that.
Nope.
So, but we ain't gonna make this out no race thing, but we rightfully can. So Yeah. So ain't nobody capping on here. We question things. We don't believe everything the police, Chicago police have a history. They killed Fred Hampton and them. So we know. And lied about that. Somebody said you need an Uber app and you need a debit or a CC attached to your account. Hey. All I'm just saying, it's not making sense, people. Do you know if Chicago police really know that another one of their officers killed another police, they're not going to come out and say it? Whatever happened to that case, somebody help me out. Maybe y'all can do this research. On the west side, there was a black Chicago police officer that sped away. He was being chased by the police. He crashed and killed himself or whatever. We never heard anything about it. Somebody help me out with that case.
No more.
Somebody help me. Google that case.
I remember.
Google that case.
I'm going to Google it.
I ain't heard nothing else about that. Was any officer charged?
They chased him to his death.
Yeah.
Nope.
Why would another Chicago police be speeding away from a police? He just left work. Why would that?
Running.
Why? A black man. See, they don't want me to get to talking. See, that's real talk. Somebody find that case. Whatever happened to that case? Whatever happened to that officer family?
I'm looking for it.
Period. They get mad when I say stuff like that. Yeah. Somebody help me out. All of y'all are Facebook detectives.
I'm looking.
Hey, Martin, if this was a white young man from a prominent area with the evidence that they presenting, they wouldn't charge him because they know that even if he did it, they would wait to make the charges because what they presenting is weak. Because they know he's going to have a lawyer, a good lawyer, 9 times out of 10. But they get away with it with us because we don't have proper representation in most cases. And when you get a public defender, if they can get you to that station without your lawyer, they can have their way with you. They can have their way with you. And depending how serious, this is a serious case and a serious allegation. So you don't know how far they'll go in a situation like this. We didn't see historically it has taken 10, 15, 20 years for a lot of brothers to be exonerated. But even in small cases, that's not this serious. Burglaries, they don't. You guilty until proven innocent. In the city of Chicago, when you black.
Well,
and I know
I need somebody to help me out there to find out when the city of Chicago was chasing another police officer. He crashed and killed himself. Whatever happened to that case, you don't hear nothing.
I can't even find it.
You ain't gonna find it. That disappeared.
I can't even
that
find
was a police crime against the police.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find it.
Yes, it was.
See, I follow crime people, so I can talk like this because I watch crime. Now I may not be out there chasing crime like I used to. Yeah. But I watch it.
You're right. You're right. I haven't heard anything else about the results of it, but I remember when it happened and he crashed on Roosevelt and Costner. After getting off work, just like you said.
Another girl was killed because of that. A girl died in that crash. They hit her car right at Raybon's on the corner.
Yeah, they hit her
here
car.
it is. Somebody say 2017. They said a red car is extracted by a tow truck operator at the scene of a fatal crash that involved an off-duty police officer at an intersection of South Costner Avenue and West Roosevelt Road on June 27, 2017 in the Lawndale neighborhood. A woman and an off-duty police officer was killed. You don't hear nothing about this case. Who was chasing this police? It was a police officer. We got it on camera.
It was detectives.
With three?
It was
it was three of them.
Yeah.
Yep. They chased him.
Why would a police officer in uniform
chasing him?
Well, he was white.
They wanted him dead.
He looked white.
Yeah. Look,
His
that
name is CPL. His name was Cody Barton, 39 years old.
And what happened to this case? Nobody got charged?
No, didn't.
You don't hear nothing else about it. I'll put it up there, people. Y'all let us do some research on that. And we'll come back and talk about that. Let's do some research on that. They ain't gonna want us to talk about that.
Yeah. No, the girl was coming home from a party. I remember when it happened, and they killed her too. Yeah, her shoe was in the street. She had on a white stiletto. I'll never forget it. It was warm outside. She had on a white stiletto, and her car was, you couldn't even tell what type of car it was.
Yeah.
And her shoe was in the street.
They
killed him and her.
Gregory Carter said the city maintained silence 2 years after the fatal crash. 2017 accident led to the death of an off-duty officer and a civilian on Roosevelt Road. That's true. Where are my people at now that talking all that talk? Where y'all at now? Okay, matter of fact, he put the link up there. Here's the link, y'all. He put it up there. The link up to NBC.
Yeah, I'm bringing this up.
He put the link up there. So we have a right to question CPD. So don't think we don't have the right to question it. And I support the police.
And recognize how they get down, that they get down wrongly.
Oh,
and
somebody said this too. JD said, don't remember seeing his funeral on TV. I don't remember seeing it either. Did y'all remember seeing this officer that died in the crash, his funeral on TV?
No.
See, y'all get mad when I come on here and talk. You get mad at me. But I'm only telling the truth and shame the devil.
Keep on, bro.
Well, let me say this. I'm going to chime on this one. You all know that the Chicago Police Department is corrupt, and they are only going to tell us what they want us to know. I mean, we can question all day unless you go to court and listen for yourself. They have to present the evidence, whether they lying or not. They have to. Now, hopefully, the young man is able to afford, attorney and say, no, I didn't do this, but I did this. Hopefully, it's not true that he did kill him. Unfortunately, but you know how Chicago Police Department operates. They are not going to give you, me, and no one else no evidence. They are going to try to cover up what they need to cover up, and this has been going on for years. So, I don't know what to tell y'all. We just need more evidence.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking for. I just sound fishy. We got a new caller, y'all. 3268. 3268 caller. What's your thoughts and comments?
Martin, what's going on?
Hey, Mr. Roosevelt, how are you?
Okay. I mean, I saw the news and everything tonight about this whole thing, and I believe that there has to be more evidence. Because, I think that you predicted it even a week or so ago. That you said and stuff, they're probably just looking just to pick up any kind of poor slob and just pin this on anybody. Because it just seems like whenever Chicago Police Department has, whenever one of theirs gets killed, they move heaven and earth almost to find out like who it is, even if they have to put it on somebody, because this is the kind of stuff that they do. Because Chicago Police Department has an evil, bloodthirsty gang mentality. This is the kind of stuff that they do. But yet I just cannot believe during, this officer's funeral, how one said, well, this uniform doesn't mean us against them. Oh yeah, it does. Because one thing about it is, all the rest of us who work or have jobs or something, we don't belong to a brotherhood that all judges and police officers do. But judges and police officers belong to a fraternal order of police, which is a brotherhood. So they're trained to cover for each other. So this officer who even got killed back in 2017, you only heard once about, never heard anything about ever again. It could have been something much more behind it. But the whole question is, as of why that happened. Because it just seems like, they pick up for each other, but yet they'll also kill each other and everything too, and you won't ever hear anything about it anymore. And this even cost the death of an innocent person. So, and people always talk about, well, there's good officers out there. How could a good officer belong to something like the Chicago Police Department that has an evil, wicked history such as this? Because if you had a building named after Adolf Hitler, it wouldn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that there's something evil or corrupt going on in that building. So anytime you have the Chicago Police Department that has framed people and, caused people to go to jail innocently, and like you said, killed Fred Hampton and everything, blew his brains out right on his pillow back in 1969, and has done other things, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out. This is, even though you might have some nice people with some nice personalities, but overall, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out this is a wicked, evil, criminal organization. So I'm just thinking that they're looking to put this on somebody because they're just looking to just try to get a conviction so fast. And even if he is the one that did it, goes to show you that these are people who can and able to solve crime. So it's a darn shame how they can solve the death of one of their own, but yet anytime it's like a mother or something who's lost a child or shootings and stuff, some people have never gotten their case solved. What does that tell you? An evil, wicked brotherhood that only looks out for itself and never is concerned about the people.
Even when it's our baby getting killed.
That's right. But you see, they won't find somebody who killed the baby, but yet they'll go and find out, who killed one of their own. That's no better than a gang like the Gangster Disciples or the Vice Lords or Blackstone Rangers. That's exactly what they do when you kill one of their own. The Chicago Police Department is an evil, wicked, criminal gang. So the sooner that we can wake up to this and realize this and come to terms with this, the better all of us will be.
You already know what it is. This is the question.
Wow, Mark.
Wow. Okay.
You brought up that case. That's a prime example.
But see, the thing is, Bill,
I never heard anything behind it.
Bill, and like somebody else said, where was the funeral at? No funeral or nothing. Did they, come on, man. Come on, people. It's just.
He just had got off work.
Yeah, it wasn't
He
televised.
just got off work. It was a funeral.
Just like this officer got off work.
Yeah.
Just like Officer Wesker just got off work. But golly, if you watch this funeral, the way people talk about him, oh, Lord have mercy.
Let me say this. Let me say this, guys. For those of you, Roosevelt gonna like what I'm gonna say this. Roosevelt, you're gonna like this. The state's attorney offices got a long list of Chicago police officers that their word is no good. Once they see them on the case, they're gonna dismiss it, period. They got a long list of Chicago police officers known to be caught in lies. Their word is no good in the courthouse. They don't want to talk about that, though. They don't want to talk about that. Lying under oath. Lying under oath. They got a list of Chicago police officers.
They don't even face perjury charges.
Yeah.
Why are they still allowed to be working if their word is
they no good in the court. They had to use them so well.
I would get rid of them. They don't even face perjury charges. But let you or me go into a court and lie and see what happens.
On to jail for 3 years for perjury.
But nothing happens to them.
Whatever they say you did.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, people, y'all listen. It's not all cut out what y'all seem it to be now. I tell you, the police word is not gospel at all. Yeah. So hey, I'm just letting y'all know this. We living in. Hold on, Bill. We living in a new day. We living in a good time. I told y'all we living in a good time. They can stick a thing inside the police car and tell you how fast he went, when the airbags deployed, when the lights was cut on. They can do all that now. They got the body cams. They got the dash cams. So we living in a day. That's why a lot of police officers quit, because they say they can't do their job. No, you can't do anything you want to do and get away with it. That's what that is. You can't. That's what you can't do. Yeah. That's what you cannot do. And that's period. So, all right, Helen, you still there? Come on, you said you wanted something out the top. We about to end in this. It's almost 2 hours in this.
Oh, Martin, I'm sorry.
You want to? What was you said?
Offline about that.
Okay, cool. Oh, cool. All right, cool.
Yeah,
right.
I can speak with you tomorrow offline.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, that's cool. So, anybody got any closing comments? Because I'm out of here.
Yeah. Let me say something, Martin. With all that's been said and all that's known to be factual about how Chicago Police Department get down, just the idea, and this is nothing that's fact, but it's a great possibility when people have evil on their mind, and whether it's political or whatever agenda. Say, for instance, somebody told that young man, paid him to just go up there to that gas station, and all the time he was a mark. All the time he was a mark. What he is guilty of is what we see. And if you do some of the unscrupulous things that we've seen them do, why not entertain the thought that he might not be the one?
Hey, Bill, you remember a long time ago when our parents used to tell us, why would the police want to pick on you? Why would the police want to put a gun on you? Why would the police want to put a bag on you? And when this video camera stuff came around and cameras came around, and then when all these good old black folks, good old Nigers, I'm gonna call them Nigers. And when they started getting pulled over falsely, then they seen what we were talking about as youngsters coming up. I know a lot of people got drugs planted on them and guns by the Chicago police. I'm telling you.
In the back of what you said about those police cases where judges don't honor their arrest, this is not nothing that I heard of. This is something that I experienced. And I was dirty. But these cops had been so dirty that they arrested me and they locked me up, charged me, and they knew it was an illegal search and seizure. And when it got in front of the judge saw all of the evidence, and luckily the judge said, don't bring no case like this in front of me again. You two, I don't want to see one other case like this. You knew it was illegal search and seizure. And she let me go. And it was my stuff. But it's the corruption, you can't overlook it. You can't overlook it. And I respect you for making awareness of it, Martin. And it's a lot of our people that's been not quite in the situation that this young man is in. but it's a lot of them that have been in the situation that he's in. And the ones that are charged of lesser crime, it might not seem like a biggie compared to this one, but you got countless young black men that don't have a felony, that get a felony, and now they're not inspired to try to find a job or work. It's just part of the system. That's all I got to say. Thanks, Martin. Good show.
All right.
Keep
You
our
already know
eyes
what it
open, man.
is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and what? And shame the devil. Tell the truth. Love being black. And shame the devil. All right, people, thank y'all so much. I think this was a very good, interesting.
Good
It was
show,
different.
good
It was
show.
different opinions and all that.
Good show as always.
Again, I want to say publicly that we just need to see more evidence and things like that. I'm not taking up for no cop killer. I'm not taking up for no criminal. So, I just wanted to get the truth. We have that right as a public. As a public.
Look for the lie. Look for the lie.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
That's all. Yeah. So it is what it is. And
There's
I'm not,
some footage somewhere.
I want to say public, he might have had some involvement in it. He might have had. So I don't want to say like he didn't. It is what it is. Just like when that cop got killed, Ariana Preston, she got killed. It was like 3 or 4 people in the car. Very well could have been in this case. We don't know. We don't know, people. And I know, Bill, you always have a fall guy in the streets. Some of these gang leaders years ago, they would make the little soldiers take the case because they was young and they knew they weren't going to do a lot of time. You take this case.
Yep.
You take this case. We got another call at the end, people. I don't know. Let's see what they got. Hold on. Give me a minute to come in. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to get up out of here. Let's see. All right.
Come on, break that record. Well, what was it, 5 hours?
No, I ain't doing that today. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen, bro. 8966, caller. 8966. 8966. 8966.
Melanie.
Hey, caller. Real quick. You last one. You called in late, but what's going on? What's your call? What's your concern?
Hey, I promise I won't be too long, but I have a very, very serious question for you.
Hold it. Is it related to this?
No, sir.
Well,
it's related to the city of Chicago. And
I know we're not. I know, but listen, I'm sorry. We're just trying to keep it on topic. I'm not saying it's not important what you're saying, and I don't want to take. What is it, ma'am? I probably can't answer it anyway. Go ahead.
Well, I think you can. I was thinking about submitting a complaint against the Department of Children and Family Services and the City of Chicago and Chicago Public Schools, and also the Chicago Police Department. I was just considering it. I haven't done it yet, but I did go on the website, and I just feel like, just like this boy, I just feel like my mother, all of her children had got taken away at birth. She had 13 kids, got taken by the department, and everywhere where we were placed, it was always in violent situations. They kept taking us from one place, placing us to another. And you know what I'm saying? And at one point, I'm not going, because I know you're getting ready to end, but I just was wondering, would you submit a complaint if you felt that way?
I can't tell you. Let me just say this. I have never experienced that myself, so I cannot tell you not to submit a complaint. You went through that yourself. So, I mean, your family members and stuff like that. So you do what's best for you. That's a fight that you have that you want to take on. Take on it. Take it on.
Okay.
Because it's easy. It's easy to say to me, because I ain't never been in a foster home or been from home to home to home. It's easy to say, "No, girl, leave that alone." No, I won't say that. I ain't no telling what your other family members been through. Sexual abuse, or lied. You just don't know. So they need to be checked.
I, I got shot in my mouth in the care of the Department of Children and Family Services. I got sliced in my face in the care of the Department of Children and Family Services. I never had cockroaches. You know, I had to fight me. You know, I constantly, everywhere, I had to fight men. Everywhere where they took me, everywhere, I had to constantly fight men. And my caseworker never did a thing, and I told her about it.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy.
I was picked up by the police. My brother was second grade, third grade at McCosh on 65th and Langley, constantly getting picked up by the police. The principal, anybody that went to McCosh, know the principal, Barbara Easton Watkins, she would constantly send him home because he was always bringing guns to school. And no intervention. He was in the care of the department, and there was never no intervention. We was always told that there were no resources, but now that I see this overflow of resources, now I feel insulted. So I'm pretty much ready.
Okay, well, do what you do, sister. Don't. I mean, that's your fight. Take it on. I know who you are. Do what you do. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. All right.
Mark,
You already know what it is.
Yeah, Helen.
Live, uncut. What's up, Helen? Unedited.
Let me
tell the
I
truth
got one more
and
comment.
shame the devil. Okay, come on, Helen. Let me
I
get out
love
of here. being
Hold
black.
Okay. And then go after this. I'm sorry. I was just reading this. And earlier today, I did say that I read an article and they said that Xavier had the officers handcuffed. I want to retract that because I'm reading again. I'm reading further, and what it was the officers handcuffed Xavier. The arresting officers handcuffed Xavier with the police officers cuffed, right, which is supposed to be a regular practice or something that CPD has been doing. So I want to retract what I said earlier. I did wrong.
See, it didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense. And I thought that's how I read it because, so in other words, this is what she's saying. The officer that got killed, they used his handcuffs to arrest Xavier. So in other words, he didn't get caught with his handcuffs because that didn't make no sense, people.
No.
It didn't make no sense. That's why I laugh. That's logic, people. Come on now. You know the whole city looking for. Yeah.
The other caller said that the gentleman.
Yeah, he did.
The
say
one.
That. Yeah,
who came out.
Yeah, he misread that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
but I'm just saying, this is a learning lesson for us black people. You don't have to accept everything that's being said. It's okay to question some things. Yeah. Like the white folks, they taught us not to question the Bible. They taught us not to question God. Why question? We should question God. God got all the answers. Why wouldn't we want to go to God and question him? Who better can give us some answers than God? That's my thought. Hey.
Amen.
I'm just keeping it real. But you know what? I did look at that article and I thought I read it that way and just, with so much going on. Now I understand because it didn't make no sense of a person. We still had an officer handcuffs. Come on, people. He know the whole city of Chicago Police Department looking for him. He gonna walk around with that man handcuffs.
Now, in earlier reports, it said that the officer's badge and his gun was missing. But do they still wear the silver badges?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in earlier reports, it did say that his badge and his gun was missing. Yeah.
Now y'all see how many? See, that's what I'm saying. Black people, we got to start using this mind. We just can't let people tell us how we think, how we should feel. We could question things. I've always been a thinker. Always been a thinker. I don't see nothing. I'm like, that's how you learn. That's how you solve problems. And like I said earlier, imagine a man walking by a tree and he visualizing a chair, a door, a table, and here's a person with a feeble mind can't even think like that. Now, you ain't gonna be able to get that from that tree. But it takes a mind to think, people. A mind, remember, long years, or some of y'all probably weren't even born. Channel 11, they said a mind is a terrible thing to waste. It's a terrible thing to waste.
Yeah.
Terrible thing to waste. People,
I remember.
we got to learn how to use this mind of ours. Don't let this head sit on your body and you don't use it. You have to use it. You got to exercise your thinking. Don't let these white folks tell you anything. Yeah, I said it. White folks. They want to keep us dumbed down. That's why they didn't want us to learn how to read. Period, people. This is real. Now, we're not taking up for no criminal. If he killed the police, he got to accept his medicine. He got to accept his medicine. But if he didn't do it, if he was involved, he got to accept his medicine. Period. All right. All right. Can I go now? Can I go now, people? I guess so. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. I love